let us begin. All right. Welcome to our monthly community coaching calls. Hold on. Hold on. There. And we do this every month. I've been doing this for years now. This monthly community coaching, I think for 2 years now. And the theme for today is you'll see it when you believe it. It's not you have to see it first to believe it, but you gotta believe it first to see it. You'll see it when you believe it. And this is an abundance activation and manifestation masterclass. So welcome. I'm so happy that you're here with me tonight. Tonight we're going deep. We're diving deep into the golden keys to manifesting abundance, how to expand your desire so it becomes a magnetic force, and how to surrender the how so the creator can deliver in ways greater than anything you could hope, imagine, or engineer alone. And as always, before we begin, feel free to share one of or all of the following reflections with us. I've written in the chat, I've tapped in the chat. I see your responses coming through. Please keep them coming. What is a win you want to celebrate this week? What has been your greatest lesson this week? What is your intention for today? What is something you want to be blessed today so we can bless it? And in what ways are you still resisting? And in what ways are you growing and shifting into highest consciousness? So take a moment, type in the chat. Let us witness each other here. And before we do anything else, I want to open this space together because the moment you arrive, the healing already begins. The moment you arrive, the healing already begins. I repeat, the moment you arrive, the healing already begins, the activation already begins, the downloads already begins to pour in. So I just want us all to start with an opening invocation. I'm going to be sharing my screen. Hold on. Welcome to those coming in. I'll be reading your responses as we go along, and you have the whole session to share with me your intention and blessings and wins that you want to activate, and also what you want to process, what you want to shift, what you want to transmute. So welcome, Hardev, Akshata, Leana, Dee, Aliyah, Roshina, Patty, to those who I was talking to on WhatsApp. You know who you are. Thaz, Sophia, Maui, Ali, Andy, um, Yvette from Australia, Raya. So you know who you are. I know you'll be watching this on replay. Daisy, who else are my private clients? Nitu and Maria. So I just want to shout out to all of you. Of course, Althea. Yeah, I'm really grateful for your love and your light. And yes, so thank you for being here. And let's start with an opening invocation. Invocation. Let me just share my screen. I see the chat coming in, so feel free to share at any time during our 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours together. Let's see. Just keep on sharing your manifestations with me. I have made all of you co-hosts so you can help me admit your classmates, your sisters, our soul family in this space. All right. So you for your beautiful energy. I really, really appreciate you for being here and for showing up monthly in our monthly community coaching call. Again, this is for all the members of our community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Place your hands in your heart. Before we do anything else, I want us to open this space together because, again, the healing already happens as we join our forces and powers together. So place your hands in your heart, both hands right over the center of your chest, or one hand in your heart, the other one in your belly. And as I speak, know that I am sending you positive healing light and energetic blessings. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly, fully, completely. Inhale, the biggest inhale that you've taken today, all the way down into your belly. And out through your nose, release, relax, let go. One more breathe in. Soak in as much love and light as you're able. You may gently affirm, I love myself fully, completely, and unconditionally. And as you exhale, release all stale, stuck energies, all doubts, fears, worries, anything and everything that is no longer serving you. Release, let it go. One more time, una vez más. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Feel golden showers of light entering you through the crown of your head. As you exhale, intend to release, and you can gently affirm, I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, healing and cleansing every single part of my body. Whew. Feel yourself arriving at this moment. Feel yourself fully landing here in this moment, in this space. Whatever you were doing before this, you can set it all down, your to-do list or the conversation that is still running in your head, the thing that you are worried about, the thing that you're processing, all of that can wait. The pains of the past, the hurt, the betrayal, the thing, the abandonment or the rejection or someone saying something that you didn't like or the thing that someone did to you that you didn't really expect or you know that you don't deserve, but it happened for a reason. So all of the worries of the past, all of the pains of the past and worries of the future, all of that can wait. Give this exclusive time for you. This time, this session, these next 90 minutes or next couple of hours is yours. We open the sacred space now in the name of the highest love and the highest truth. So let's start with opening invocation. We call in the presence of the divine. You can just simply bring your hands together in prayer or touch your heart. We call in the presence of the divine, creator, source, God, the universe, divine mother. In whatever name or form feels most true and beautiful to you, the name does not matter. What matters is the energy of infinite love and infinite intelligence that holds all of us right now. We ask that everything shared in this space tonight, every word, every transmission, every declaration land in the exact place in each person's soul that is ready to receive it. May the seeds we plant together take root and produce fruit in their perfect time. May everyone present here in this circle leave tonight more certain, more expanded, more themselves than when they arrived. We open this circle now. It is sacred, it is protected, we're held and always divinely guided. So be it, and so it is. It's done, it's complete, it's fulfilled. So be it, and so it is. So again, please save the date to your calendar. This is happening every third Monday of the month for all members of our community, all alumni, graduates, new members. And here is what we're doing in our community coaching call tonight. So opening, invocation and grounding, abundance activation and live transmission, deep teaching, uncertainty, desire, and surrender, from Kabbalah, from the Christian Bible, from ancient wisdom, the greatest mindset teachers in manifestation, masters of our time and beyond, healing mantras and powerful declarations together, journal, therapy prompts to take home, and I have a surprise gift for all live attendees exclusively. And of course, we have the open Q&A. You can ask me questions. You can share your breakthroughs. You can speak anytime if you want to share your thoughts, your divine wisdom. And yes, of course, we are meeting, a lot of you here were meeting this week, my private clients. I'm meeting you this month and beyond. Patty, Hardev, Aliyah, Dee. I just visited Dee in her stall in Legazpi Sunday Market. Yes, and I know we're meeting this week, but I want you to know that if you share what you share with me in our one-on-one session in the group, other people can benefit as well. Because honestly, in our one-on-one sessions, I benefit so much. I learned so much from you. I know I'm your mentor, I'm your coach. Most of you here are enrolled in the one-on-one private mentorship program. And I super love all sharings, all wins, all processing, all reflections. I get activated as well. I get inspired by your wisdom. So I just want you to know that yes, we're meeting one-on-one, but it's also good for you to share to the group, you know. So thank you, Leanna, my love, and Dee for sharing in the chat. I'll be reading your responses in a bit. And for the others who want to share, please feel free to do so. And again, if you feel like you just want to journal, you just want to sleep, that's perfectly all right as well. All right. So just letting you know that come as you are here. I just want you to know that whenever you feel called to share, don't stop yourself, because sometimes we feel called to share, but then we feel like we have to say the perfect words. I just want you to release that, because you're welcome here and you're surrounded by like-hearted, beautiful, high vibe souls. As you can see, I don't just invite anyone in my space, in our space. We are under the law of entrainment and the principle of osmosis. We vibe with each other and we entrain to each other's energies. We adjust. We get activated by our similar high vibe energies. The law of attraction, you attract what you are. The law of vibration, right? So you do not need to prepare anything. You can just be yourself. It's good if you have your journal, your water, so you're hydrated. I have my Be Bright juice with me, cleansing juice. I have my tea with me as well. So if you want to drink with me, that's great. Your water, and what's most important is your open heart to fully receive. So I just want to remind everyone why we're doing this community coaching call. Napoleon Hill wrote about this in Think and Grow Rich and um other inspiring books. But this is really one of the books that I return to again and again, and he called it the mastermind principle. When two or more minds come together in a spirit of harmony toward a definite purpose, they create what he called a third mind, a collective intelligence that's greater than the sum of its parts. Something is created in the space between us that none of us could create alone. I repeat, something is created in the space between us that none of us could create alone. And in the book, in the series of teachings, A Course in Miracles. It's not just one book, it's a series. A Course in Miracles, when two or more souls gather, a miracle occurs. And of course, not just that, the Christian Bible affirms this in words spoken by Jesus himself: whenever or wherever two or three gather in my name, even just two people. That's how, already you're the evidence. You know how powerful it is to have a coach, to have a mentor, to have an anchor, to have someone who supports you every day. You see it, right? Because wherever two gather in pure highest consciousness, God is there. So wherever two or three gather in my name, there am I with them. There's something that is summoned when we gather with true intention. A presence, a power, a third force that none of us generates alone. I repeat, a third force that none of us generates alone. So thank you so much for being here. And you know me, even if there's one or two attendees, I do it. I show up in the call. Right now, we're 9 in this room. I just want to say that it's so much powerful. Imagine how our powers are exponentially amplified. I was talking to Thaz earlier. She's attending a sound healing ceremony, but she's with us in spirit right now. And yeah, I actually thank Leanna for introducing me to Thaz, and I thank Thaz for introducing me to Akshata. And it's like, you know how we attract who we are, and we create a very powerful ecosystem of like-hearted, beautiful souls. And that is the goal, that is the dream. That is really what I want to create in this life. And I feel like this is my purpose in life. And this is also your purpose: to create a community, to empower, to amplify, to activate like-hearted, beautiful souls. And so the mastermind principle and this scripture are pointing at the same spiritual law from two different centuries, from different teachings, different time, different teachers, but the same banana, the same spiritual law. And of course, what is happening in this call right now, the law of entrainment. In physics, entrainment is what happens when two oscillating systems come into proximity with each other. The one vibrating at a higher, more coherent frequency will naturally pull the lower one up to match it. You see this with pendulum clocks. Put them in the same room, and within hours they synchronize without anyone doing anything to make it happen. You see this in music, in biology, like two women who would always be together suddenly have the same period cycle. I experienced this. And in the way tuning forks resonate without ever touching each other, this is how the law of entrainment works. This is how crystals work. You are uplifted according to the highest frequency in the room. It may be me, it may be one of you here, it may be Aliyah, it may be Leanna, it may be Dee, but we are being uplifted by the highest frequency in this room. Earlier, I was really feeling so low and down because I was like thinking, I have so many things to do, but my body just wants to sleep. And I'm like, and you know what? I just followed my body, followed my intuition. I forgave myself because I still have this A-type personality where my mind, my brain wants to be so productive. And so when I'm not productive, I still get that guilt or shame. I still get that. But then, you know what? I just released it. And I walked, as always, I walked and stretched, and now I'm here. And yeah, so this is what's happening in this call right now when you're in the presence of people or beautiful souls who are holding faith, holding the same vision, holding certainty. Something in your own field begins to entrain to that. You begin to vibrate at that highest frequency, and that shift can happen even if you say nothing tonight, even if you just sit here or lie down here with your camera off, but your heart open and willing to receive. And this is also the law of osmosis um in energy work. So you absorb what you are in proximity to. So that's why we have to be really, really careful of who you connect with. That's why I don't ever connect with draining energies. And I pray to God that if someone will just not value what I give, I'm just like, I don't even want to meet that person. Just let her, like, just I don't want to be connected with anyone who are not high vibe. And that's my prayer right now. Like, I don't even want to have more any I don't want to have any more energy leakages in my space. So it's so much better to have an intimate, high vibe, high quality circle than have so much in my space, and then there will be, evil eye or draining energies. I know you know what I mean. So I'm very, very careful of who I share my beautiful energies with, and I'm sure that you are also in this stage in life. You absorb what you are in proximity to. And this is why our environments matter. This is why the people you spend time with the most matter. This is why placing yourself in containers of growth and expansion and high vibe frequencies like this is one of the most powerful decisions you can make for your own evolution. For me, it's really plugging in the manifesting masterminds that I'm plugged in right now, the international soul aligned money, soul aligned business masterminds that I am part of right now. That's the most powerful decision I have ever made in my life. And of course, I have so many classmates, so I only just connect with the classmates I resonate with, and also with my own students. And again, I always say this the power of the spoken word. Please, I hope that you're already in this level in your journey to that you're already careful. Please be careful of what you say. Talk therapy as a healing modality is one of the most established practices in both modern psychology and ancient tradition. Although they don't call it talk therapy, I call it talk therapy. But honestly, when you're just talking to someone who's high vibe, who has done the inner work, you're activated as well. In Kabbalah, the Hebrew word for speech is considered one of the three primary channels through which a human being reveals the divine. So there are three channels: thought, speech, and action. When we speak truth, when we declare, when we name that which we are choosing and who we are becoming, we are using one of the most sacred tools we have as human beings. What we declare, we are watering. What we speak, we are planting. I repeat, what we speak, we are planting. What we declare, we are watering. In the Christian Bible, they also teach this in Proverbs. The tongue has the power of life and death. The tongue has the power of life and death. I repeat, the tongue has the power of life and death. And those who love it will eat its fruit. That is in the Bible as well. And whether or not it's in the Bible, you will be the evidence. The tongue has the power of life and death. Tonight, every word we say together, every thought we intend together, It's a seed going into the ground of your life so that you will take those inspired action steps and take those decisions that will really expand you. Stop making the decisions that are contracting you based on fears, based on statistics of what happened to you in the past or what happened to someone you know. That's not part of your reality now. Trust that being here is already working out for you. Trust that something in your field is already shifting just by the act of choosing this masterclass, this activation. And so tonight's teaching came together for me because I really, really, really believe in the tongue has this power, has the power of life and death. And when we speak truth, when we declare, when we name what we're choosing and who we're becoming, we're using one of the most sacred tools we have as human beings. Again, what we speak, we're planting. What we declare, we are watering. And so our topic today is you'll see it when you believe it. And tonight's teaching came together from different downloads, various multiple streams flowing into the river of my consciousness. Several of my soulmate students, actually this week, Leanna, Sophia, Patty. So they have been sharing divine wisdom with me over the past weeks. And there's this reel that Leanna showed me recently. And it sent me into deep reflection on how I can really share this wisdom. You'll see it when you believe it. You gotta believe it first, and then you will see it. Believe it and you will see it. It's not to see it is to believe it. It is to believe it and you see it. That is the goal for this entire monthly community coaching call. And of course, I have combined it with my own inner work, my own ongoing study of Kabbalistic wisdom and the Christian Bible. And I also do Hindu chanting. This already I discussed in the last call. And this is the foundation of what I want to transmit tonight. I want to say that clearly, I respect all religions. And tonight I'm drawing from Kabbalah, from scripture, from neuroscience as always, from modern manifestation teachers, and my own lived experience as a spiritual entrepreneur who's now earning thousands of dollars. Before I was not even earning this much. Before I was just earning like, I guess, when I was a tax advisory associate, it was 30,000 like that a month. I don't know how much is that, $500. Now I'm earning thousands of dollars, not by a salary, not from a salary from some corporation, but from my own business. And I didn't know that that was possible before. I never ever knew that this is possible before. I didn't know that I could live a life where I'm flexible enough to wake up whenever I want, to be with my son more, to travel while working. I didn't even know that that's possible before. I didn't know. Not just that, not just the fact that I'm um earning thousands of dollars in my own business, but the fact that I love what I do. The fact that I love what I do. That's, I think, the number one manifestation I have ever had in my life, and I want to share this with you. And you can do it in so many ways and forms. My style, my flavor, my unique divine concoction is having intimate circles for like-hearted souls. Some people, I have a student who now has 11,000 followers on TikTok, and now more than 2,000, or almost around 2,000 on YouTube, and she started with nothing, but her style is reaching more people as an influencer. I have a student like that. Or I have students who are doing in-person holistic retreats, and I have students who are doing other businesses, like SEO, websites. I have a student who owns a spa. So there's so many ways and forms to be abundant, to really do what you love and love what you do. But the first step is to believe. The first step is really believe in yourself. Believe it first, and then you will see it. I didn't know that this was possible for me before. I told you I was earning just 30,000 a month as a tax advisory associate. Before that, I was earning just 15,000 a month as a public as a high school teacher. I didn't know that I can earn thousands of dollars without having someone giving me salary. I mean, of course, I have people paying me monthly recurring. My monthly recurring revenue comes from enrollments and investments, but I do it in a way that is flexible and that feels good for me. And I want you to know that this is possible. But the first step is to really believe in yourself, believe in the value that you provide. And I guess for me, what I'm still working on, I still have this pain of rejection because it hurts. It hurts when you offer your love to someone and then that person won't realize the value that you give. But at the end of the day, I always recalibrate back to love. And I want to say that um I'll be sharing with you my journey and from my own lived experience, as a single mother, as a spiritual business owner, as a teacher, and as an entrepreneur who have who has been walking this path for 14 years. I have been immersed in esoteric practices for 14 years. And whatever resonates with you, take it. Whatever does not resonate with you, you can leave it. There's no one right container for truth. And what I know is that truth always feels like, oh, something is landing for me, and it's expanding you. That's highest truth. Truth is not fear or something that's contracting. Honestly, you will still meet people in the spiritual path that are pretending to be functioning in highest consciousness, but honestly, they're coming from a place of linear vessel, not circular vessel. That's a Kabbalah teaching that I also want to speak about tonight. I'm channeling divine wisdom. Um, so I would really love for you to understand that the first step in manifesting abundance is to believe and then expand that belief, expand that desire. Do not limit it, don't contract it that, oh, this is only what I deserve. Believe, dream big, not believe, okay, I believe, but really, really, really believe. And then that's when you will see it. And surrender. It's really believe and surrender. I'll be talking about this more and more as we go along. And so I want to share that there's a phrase that most of us grew up with, and it is, I will believe it when I see it. Show me proof. and I'll believe it. Show me the evidence, and then I will get on board. Give me the proof, and then I will feel the feeling. Let it happen first, and then I'll be excited about it. And I understand why we think this way. It feels logical, it feels safe, it's sensical, but I want you to shift this tonight and realize that that way of thinking is often the very thing keeping the experiences we want just out of reach. We stay in our comfort zone because of this. We don't expand to the stretch zone because we want to see evidence first. How can we create the infinite potential, the highest potential, if you always want proof? If you always want evidence first? No, it should always come from belief. And this is the shift that I wish to plant in all of us tonight. You will see it when you believe it. Believe it first. This is the shift that we're really installing in our mind tonight. And this is the complete reversal of the old paradigm. So imagine, this is the $1 million check analogy. Imagine that today somebody gave you a check for $1 million and you went to deposit it at your bank, and the bank said, okay, great. This will clear in the next 10 business days. Okay? Because it's a big check. And of course, it's $1 million. So you gotta wait for it for a few days for the bank to work it out. So now for those following business days, you would be walking around with this high energy, right? That high energy you're putting out into the universe. The feeling of being, oh my God, I'm so wealthy, I'm gonna get the $1 million, $1 million coming in my account. And because the bank has already called me, I'm in this energy already, and I'm abundant, and I'm happy and excited and satisfied. And as a result, you're living from that level of energy, and that energy, that level of high frequency, would produce all these other experiences that are on that level of excitement and abundance and prosperity. Even though you don't have a dollar to spend yet, you'd just be walking around all the time knowing. It's a knowing. Like, for example, whenever I would attract a new high quality, high vibe, beautiful soul, like last time someone paid in full, one-time investment, $5,000. And Stripe is my payment gateway. It would take a few days for it to come to my bank account, but I know that it's there. So I'm already celebrating, and I'm so happy already because I trust that it's coming. This is the energy that we should be even before the bank called you that you have $1 million check. It's not even hoping anymore. It's knowing, absolute knowing and certainty. Or imagine if somebody came to you and said, here's your dream job, it's a perfect career that you've always wanted, and they say you'll start in 2 weeks. Now, as you're going around throughout those 2 weeks, you would just be knowing that you're that person you want to be. You're living that life you want to live. You have that amazing career that you've always wanted, even though you haven't worked one day yet. You're just walking around and operating from this level of energy of excitement and joy and satisfaction that it is done. And as a result, because of that's where your energy is, you become a vibrational match to all of these other experiences that are so joyful and so abundant and so satisfying, so expansive, that your manifestations will come one at a time to match that high vibe frequency that you're in. But the thing is, nothing has really changed yet. It's just that you gave yourself permission to believe, to allow yourself to feel that emotion of excitement. So this is what I truly believe as well. And as I mentioned, this is inspired by reels and divine wisdom shared to me by my own private students, my soulmate sisters, my clients, my students and friends in this community. Leana, I was talking to Sophia about this as well. So it's like really feeling that emotion, generating that emotion first. If we can conjure the emotion that we wanted to conjure, then many manifestations can come to that vibration, can come to match that vibration. And we see this all the time, like in the work of Joe Dispenza. I know that you know him, where people with terminal illnesses are able to heal themselves. Why? Because they're able to occupy an identity that says, I'm already healed, and to sustain it long enough until physical reality catches up to this energy. We have a whole mastermind about it, the identity shift. I did 3-part series of 3 hours each. Please watch that. It's on our YouTube channel. How to really change your identity from the inside out, how to really be healed and sustain it long enough until physical reality will catch up to the energy. And in the same way, if you play a sound and it creates a vibration or waveform, that exact same waveform will always be created. So if you create the waveform, then you'll hear the sound. You have to create it first from the inside. You can flip it from the inside out. This ultimately comes down to changing our mentality, our mindset of I'll believe it when I see it, to I'll see it when I believe it. You gotta believe it first, and then you'll see it. I promise you. And when you know that you are that person that you want to be, then you'll start acting like that person. And you'll start doing the things to bring those things to you. No more excuses. Stop all the excuses. Those excuses are coming from fears of past conditioning. When you really truly know that you're the creator of your reality, you'll be able to decide based on this. Instead of, oh, once it happens, then I will adjust. Or once it happens, then I'll feel the feeling and then I'll do what I have to do once it happens. The work is to generate that emotion as much as possible, the thought, and then act. Again, thought, speech, emotion, and action. So that so many of your manifestations can swiftly come into your life that are matching to the vibration that you're emitting, that are in alignment to the vibration that you're emitting. So again, generate the general emotion you're seeking, then allow manifestations to come into place that are a vibrational match to that emotion. And I just want to talk about how this is not just in Kabbalah, it's also in the Christian scripture. The Bible has carried this teaching all along. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the substance, the actual, the vibrational, raw ingredient of what has not yet appeared in the physical world. Your certainty, your knowing is a substance from which the manifestation is made. You're becoming the evidence before the evidence arrives. You're becoming the evidence before the evidence arrives. I repeat, you're becoming the evidence before the evidence arrives. I will be reading the chat now, pausing to read the chat. Leanna says, "Oh, faith is the currency of the universe." Wow, it's so true. Oh, that's so powerful, huh? Faith, oh my God. Faith is the currency of the universe. Oh my God, I have a lot to read. Oh, oh my God, I'm so happy. And to the others who have not yet shared your wins, please feel free to share. Let me just pause for a minute. I'll make you co-host so that you can help me. Hello there, Maui. Sending you so much love. All right. Again, I ask everyone to share what is a win you want to celebrate, what has been your greatest lesson, and what is your intention today, what is something you want to be blessed today, and in what ways are you still resisting or growing and shifting into highest consciousness. Feel free to type in the chat. Let me just pause for a minute to read the chat because this is important for me. Hold on. Wait lang, huh? There. Wins. Consistently showing up. Ooh, love that. Ganun. It's very, very it's the energy of certainty. And it's very Supergirl energy. Supergirl, Empress, leader energy. You just keep on showing up. Through my reels, through my carousel posts, in the gym. Oh my God, this is so good, Leanna. By having my walks, joining this class, through my faith and new beliefs, through myself, and continuously integrating the new identity I stepped into. Wow. I also feel very minimal resistance now, and they're just residual energies that will naturally fall apart since I've just ventured into my new path. So, congratulations. Congratulations. D. Thought the Mother's Day yoga class last Saturday paid, right? So with the abundance exchange that you were manifesting. So I am so happy and grateful. So happy whenever my private clients, my soulmate sisters, would manifest wins and abundance and more courage and confidence and travels. I celebrate with you. I really, really, really celebrate with you. And I know, my dear Leanna, you have upcoming travels as well. So, and Dee just came back from Taiwan. So grateful. Took my sons out yesterday. Thank God for abundance to share, intention to receive and grow and shine brighter. I love that. My son is turning 13 on Sunday. My son is turning 20. My son is turning 20 this Friday. Also, my ex on Friday, same as Alan. Ooh, really now? Aliyah. Oh my God. Passed my pre-board exam and now officially graduating. I'm so happy for you, Aliyah. I love you. Successfully hosted a workshop last Saturday in Manila's first crystal shop and cafe store. You're back to back, huh? Weekend before that, Aliyah and I held our first self-love goddess gathering. Intention to ground and recenter back to myself, be present and just be blessed. I'm trying to practice structured discipline and consistency again in my life. Magnetize soulful part-time job, more sources of income. right? More multiple sources of income, more. That's one thing that I want to share with you. If you just have one source of income, you got to think again. You got to have at least two sources of income. I mean, for example, D has your job, and then you have your Indigo Baby products, and then you have your services, right? So please have at least two sources of income. That's something that I'm blessing you all with. Blessing you with all sources of multiple sources of income coming from multiple directions in increasing amounts and growing quantities. Increasing amounts, growing quantities on a continuous basis. It's done, it's completed, it's fulfilled. Hardev, congratulations to Hardev for her first international client. My win to celebrate this week, starting with more clarity to move forward in my gift without hiding it anymore. My greatest lesson this week, learning to let go toxic connection and open up to healing for my betterment. Yes, we were talking about that, and we will again heal that together in a one-on-one session tomorrow, my dear Hardev. My intention for today is be receptive with learning and growing. My blessing for today for everyone heart's desires come true. I'm less resisting in doing things. Oh, you have the same words as Leanna, less resistance. That's really a blessing. I'm growing and shifting in ways that I'm coming out of comfort space and connecting with high vibrational people every day. That for me, that's the greatest blessing. Imagine I get to choose who I meet every day. When I was in corporate world, I don't have a choice that I have to say hi to people that I don't like, you know. But now I can just simply, okay, I'm not available. I'm only available during these times, you know. Like I say no to a lot of invites because this is the dream, this is the goal. Connect with only high vibe people every day. That is the dream, that's the goal. And if you can't, at least 80% of your time should be with high vibe, and then 20% you can give it away, and then you can just cleanse, and you know the tools. Akshana, my love, I got a bigger calling from Atmos, and they're gonna call me to talk on my vision. Letting go of my old patterns. Yes, yes, I feel this. Getting abundance through my art. I feel blessed for everything. Positive self talk. I also talk to myself every day. I know all of us here talk to ourselves. By working on my darkest fears, I have released the old patterns and old abundance mindset, which has already started feeling, and already the shifts of the events are beginning. Lots of love to you all. Oh, I love this energy so much. Oh, Sheena, I just finished creating a digital book. Congratulations. One that I've been planning to create for a long time now. And it's a children's storybook. After talking to you the other day, I feel activated. Of course, you'll always be activated after us talking. That's and connecting. That's how it is. You will see it, you will feel it. You'll you'll really know. And then you will pay it forward to your own community. I know that. You'll know and feel how much activation can happen, how much your wins and blessings will be activated when you connect with high vibe souls and really protect your energy. I know that you're doing this. Oh, my son is turning 5 on Thursday. Oh my God, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. My intention for the day is to be open on the opportunity of growing more, having more, welcoming a lot of ups and downs, having clarity to materialize my plans. It is done, it's completed, it's fulfilled. So be it. And so it is. All right, let's come back home. So, the two golden keys. I just want to say again that your certainty, your knowing is the substance from which the manifestation is made. You're becoming the evidence before the evidence arrives. You gotta do the decision based on this state of mind. You gotta make the decisions, not from the fear-based ego That's how you will be rewarded by I'm burping, by the universe when you release stale stock old energies. I'm burping because I know that as I say it, someone might be triggered with what I'm saying, and so I'm releasing the old patterns, the ego mindset. I also have that I continuously release, and you always shift to expansion and to highest consciousness. So now we go even deeper into the Kabbalistic teaching that became I guess, the main foundation of tonight's activation. I want to share about the energy of this week and some Kabbalistic concepts we can learn to transform any negativity that is happening around us and awaken the power of our soul from within. So, what are the ways that we can enter this miraculous zone, the zone of manifestation and magnetism? Honestly, I want you to remember that the Creator has already arranged so many different blessings that are ready to be revealed in our lives. This is called divine synchronicity. And these blessings, we can accept it and receive it now if we take the necessary inspired action steps and make those decisions that are in alignment with receiving those blessings, such as support, the way you have allowed yourself to receive support from now moving forward, that will open up a whole new opportunity portal. And then you take the next decision. Decisions are portals. And these blessings, sometimes we don't know them yet. We're not cognizant of them yet. But these are already orchestrated in our lives. If we receive it in this lifetime, then great. If not, there will be another lifetime where we will be tested again, and then we will be trained to learn these lessons again. But it's your choice if you want to be an ascended master in this lifetime, or if you want to keep on learning and learning the lessons, or um keep on staying in the comfort zone so as not to expand fully. It's your choice. It's everyone has free will. But then if we receive these blessings, we will experience a level of joy, of peace, of ecstasy, of bliss, of connection, of understanding, of expansion that is far greater than the achievement of just staying in what we're comfortable in. So there are two specific golden keys for entering this miraculous zone. The first is expand your desires as a circular vessel, not a linear vessel. What is a linear vessel? I'll be talking about this. A linear vessel and a circular vessel. When we are receiving because we want to take something from someone, like we want to take value. What can I get from this? When we're operating from some kind of selfish desire that we don't want to give because we just want to receive, that's very linear. And that's how we get left in the darkness. If we're coming from this place of what can I gain? How much can I gain from this? The pleasure, the money, or the resources that you can get from something. A linear vessel fills and then it empties. And then the emptiness will push you to find the pleasure again. It goes deep. The teachings on linear versus circular vessel. But I want you to remember that all of us here, you're being called to be a circular vessel where you allow things to come to you in a way that it's in alignment with the law of giving and receiving, of the law of circuitry. You never lose your desire. You want something and you believe that you're worthy of your desires, and that the more you give, the more you receive, the more value you give, the more value you receive, and you expand your desire, that you believe that we can all have it all. We don't believe that if we give something, then that's more of more will be given to her and less will be left to me. That's not a circular vessel. Or some people, we we fear taking our slice of the pizza because we feel like if we get more, others will get less, right? That's not a circular vessel, that's linear vessel. A circular vessel is endless. We believe that we can all have it all. It's not you can have it all, it's we can all have it all. And the bigger your desire, the bigger your capacity to reveal the creator. The creator is endless. And the creator must be revealed in our world. You're a circular vessel if you're not selfish, if you're not greedy. What can I get out of this? But then you're like, what can I give? How can I expand? That is a circular vessel. And you also allow yourself to dream big. You never shrink. You're never ashamed of your big dreams. That is what a circular vessel is. And that is why people who are giving are more attractive, are more magnetic, right? People who are giving are more lovable. You're more magnetic when you're giving. And this is why people who are giving always see miracles. Because when you're a taker, you get what you want initially, but then it empties, and then you'll seek for another thing again. You never become satisfied and fulfilled. Givers would always see miracles. Miracles always come to the givers. But again, you don't just give and give and give and don't receive, right? It's a law of giving and receiving. You allow yourself to receive and you allow yourself to give. This is the shift that we're entering, to becoming expansive, endless vessels with big desires. This is a good thing. Whatever you want in life, do not be ashamed of it. Whatever you want in life, realize that the Creator wants you to have it. The desire is planted in you because it's meant for you. It's just how you obtain it. That's where the spirituality comes in. The way to fulfill your desire after you have expanded it and held it strong is never lose your desire, even when it's difficult in your life. It's a difficult time in your life. Even when there are challenges and you have stress and there are problems and there's rejection. Often after rejection, we lose our desire. Often when we don't feel good, we lose our desire. Never lose your desire. Never lose the vision you had of what you wanted. Yes, you can pause and then get ready again and expand. So this is really what I want to speak about, this expand your desire. So Again, number one is expand your desires to circular vessel, and number two is surrender how the creator brings it to you. Be open and release the how, and trust the arrangement, the divine orchestration, and how you will receive your desires. So again, whatever you want in life, do not be ashamed of it. Realize that the creator wants you to have your desire. It's just how you obtain it where the spirituality comes in. That's what it means when you expand your desire as a circular vessel. When you're linear, you're thinking about just the small desires, taking mindset, how to take, what can I get from this limited capacity, and you lose reputation and wealth. But when you're coming from circular vessel, you're functioning from the law of giving and receiving. You have this endless big dreams. You have the giving mindset, the abundance mindset. You know that every value that you give will come back to you double, 3 times, 10 times fold. You know it. You have absolute knowing and certainty that if it's coming from pure intention and you give it to like-hearted, high-vibe people, that you don't use it for bad intentions, it will amplify. You know it. You know it by heart. You're magnetic and you're attractive because you're not contracting, and you see miracles in abundance. The problem with selfishness is it is a very small desire. When you're looking how to give, your vessel goes from a linear vessel to a circular vessel, an endless vessel. When you enter a room thinking about how you take, you walk in with a small vessel. So the goal is always, the mission, the vision should be, what value can I give in this situation? And how can I allow myself to receive in the same way that I give? That is the mindset that we have to instill. Shifting into the expansive, endless vessel with a big desire is a good thing. This is the shift from finite to infinite receiving. I want us to really reflect on this. And I just want you to really pause on this. I remember when I was blessed um with the soulmate a few years ago when I arrived in Dubai, and I was like, I was coming from an immature mindset that, are my needs being met? What can I take from this, instead of what value can I give? What value can I give? And I learned a lot from that relationship, to be really giving, to be really functioning from unconditional love. And you can apply this in all kinds of relationships, not just loving relationships, but also with your business. Givers always see miracles. So I want to talk about rejection, because I see that, I sense that in the space. I want to pause and speak about this for a moment, because rejection is one of the greatest thieves of desire. When you offer something and then it's not met as how you would love to be met, it's not fully received, for example, someone does not choose you, a client says no when you were wishing for her to say yes, or a person you loved walks away, something in us wants to collapse the desire entirely to protect ourselves from feeling that pain again. But I want you to remember, I was talking to Patty about this, that rejection, it's not really a message about your worth. It's a redirection. It's actually a redirection. What if the no that you received was the Creator clearing the path for a yes that is so much more aligned with who you truly are? I repeat, what if the no you received was the Creator clearing the path for a yes that is so much more aligned with who you truly are? Your value does not live in anyone's ability to see your value. Your value is inherent. Your value is permanent within you. Your value is inborn. You're born with value. Your value does not go up when someone chooses you. Your value does not go down when someone does not choose you. Doesn't work like that. You're valuable just as you are. And so that is why right now I'm in this place of I don't chase anymore. I'm just like, okay, if it's meant to be, then what is meant for me will never pass me by. I'm done chasing after people who cannot really receive the value that I offer. I'm just done with that. And I now call in people who honor my value fully and joyfully. And as you can see in our weekly mastermind, whenever we meet every Friday, it's a very loving, intimate space of high vibe people because we all see each other's value. I am now in this place of I'm magnetic to those who are ready for the value that I give, for what I carry, for the love that I carry. And I have shifted a lot. Before, I would be so depressed whenever someone would not see the value that I give. But now I'm counting all my blessings, all of my 11 private clients. I mean, right now I have 11, but then before I had more because um my point is um my monthly recurring revenue is coming from more than 20 because those private clients that have enrolled maybe last year have finished the 3 months already. So finish the 3 months and then um it compounds. That's the word. It compounds. So finish the 3 months and then I'll start with those who are new enrollees, and then we'll have the 3 months, and then those who some people who would enroll for 3 months private mentorship will re-enroll for another 3 months and another 3 months, like Patty, like D. So I have been working, Aliyah, I have been working with you also, and Leanna, I have been working with you for more than 3 months. So what I'm saying is it compounds because you attract clients and then you attract more and then you attract, so the value compounds, but you gotta keep showing up, you gotta keep showing up. And I'm in this place where I don't determine um my worth, or I don't attach my worth anymore on who stays, on who leaves, because before I would be hurt when someone would leave. But then I realized every time someone would leave, more will enter. I mean, before I started the group, it was just we were just 20, the Empowered Women's Club, and then now we're more than 100. And some people left the group. Some people left the group, but then now we're more than 100, you know? So my point is more people will stay than the people who leave. But then before, I was so sad. I would zero in on those who will leave. Now I'll focus on the one who stays, on the one who knows the value that I give. So I shifted a lot in this aspect. Before, I was not like this. So I want you to know that rejection does not diminish your value. It redirects you to what is truly yours. So I want us to recite these affirmations with feelings. I'm done pouring into people who cannot receive me. I now call in clients who honor my value joyfully, fully and joyfully. I'm magnetic to those who are ready for what I carry. My worth is not determined by who stays and who leaves. My worth is determined by the creator who made me. Rejection does not diminish me. Rejection redirects me toward what is truly mine. Next, golden key. This is the second to the last teaching. After this, we have Q&A and closing declarations, closing activations. But I just want to share that the golden key, what is the golden key right now, is to surrender. Surrender the how. Once you have expanded your desire and you have held it strong through every difficulty, through every rejection, we just keep on expanding and showing up. Then we must surrender how it becomes fulfilled. This is phase 2. Surrender how the creator brings it to you. Be open. If we become so fixated on how something must happen, or if we micromanage and over control the process, we're suffocating the creator out of the process. We're essentially telling the creator that we are not needing of his supervision and guidance of how this should manifest. And we must know that coming into this world, this is a co-creation. Manifestation is co-creation. We must know what is our role and what is the creator's role. And in the life coaching certification training program, I ask you to do the triangle process where the left side is your role and the right side, the other side is what will the universe do for you. This is co-creation. Your role versus the creator's role. You gotta surrender to the creator things that are beyond your control. What we should do is stop overstepping into the creator's role. We start doing the creator's job when we should be focusing on our job. And our job is the perfection of our vessel. So what are some examples of overstepping into the creator's role? Every time you think about the future with anxiety, with need, with stress, you're doing the creator's job. Stop thinking about the future. Every time you think about the past, you're also stepping out of the present moment. Your job is to be present with your vessel. Do not think about the future. Do not be worried about what they're going to say or do, about the judgments of others. Do not be worried about what will come to you or what will not come to you. Because if you do that, you're doubting the creator. Let the creator create the destiny for you. And one of my favorite books is The Power of Now. I love that book. The deep principle rooted in that book, The Power of Now. It's based on ancient spiritual teachings, thousands of years of knowledge and wisdom. When you're present in this moment, you create the most powerful vessel and you create a space for the creator to do his job. When you say present in this moment, you don't even think about what happened in the past. What happened in the past to your parents? What happened in the past to yourself as a child? What happened in the past to your friend? You don't think about what happened in the past. You don't even worry about what the future will bring. All your job is to expand and perfect the vessel in the present moment. If you have not yet read the book The Power of Now, please do so. This is actually my homework to read that book again, reread it over and over again. I'm an A-type personality. I know a lot of you here are also A-type personality like me. And the A-type personality thinks it knows more, and it starts to have anxiety, starts to micromanage, starts to manipulate the future. We got to step away from all of that. We got to be present in the moment and actually surrender the future to the creator. Surrender the future of your relationships, of your business to the creator. The finding of your soulmate or your health, all of the solutions, put these into the hands of the creator. But then you have a role, you're surrendering, but you surrender when you've done your part. Because a lot of people say, okay, I surrender everything, and then they become lazy about their own role. You have a role. It's co-creation. This is called co-creation. Just because you surrender the result to the creator does not mean you surrender your desire and your responsibility and your inspired action steps and your decision. Yes, everything is in the hands of the creator, but it's co-creation, meaning you gotta make some kind of effort. Why do you need to go to the gym? Why do you need to work on your creative project? Why do you need to improve on your product? You must do everything in your power to build your vessel, to perfect your vessel. But when it comes to the final manifestation of how it arrives, you must surrender. And the creator will orchestrate the how, arrange the divine timing, open the doors, deliver beyond your imagination, and create the destiny. But again, your role is to expand your vessel, perfect your vessel, do the work with excellence, build your product, improve your service, do your marketing, show up fully, shine your light fully. Focus on your role and surrender the rest to the creator. So stop thinking about the future with anxiety, living in the past, micromanaging the outcome, and manipulating the future. This is overstepping the role of the creator. And I want to share in my journey, I have been also sometimes overstepping the role of the creator. But then I recalibrate. Honestly, all you have to do in your business is to know the value that you provide, to develop it, come up with a great marketing plan, or you invest in ways to improve yourself, work on the packaging if it's a product, work on your marketing if it's a service. Both, I mean, service and product needs marketing, but you need to work on how to present it to your people. You need to make it beautiful. You know, you need to make it really beautiful. You need to make it effective. You gotta improve the product or service that you offer. You need to make sure that what you offer provides the massive, tremendous value. And then you go out into the world and you talk about it. You share, you share what you offer. You do the proper energetic marketing, spiritual marketing, the branding. All of these things we must do. You show up fully. This is the building of your vessel. And then when you find your customer, you open up the door or they reach out to you and you explain the product, the service, you reveal the price, and now the customer must decide whether they will buy or not buy. That is the moment where you surrender. You already did your job. Now your job is to provide value. So you create the vessel, you perfect the vessel, you provide the value, and then you surrender. That is the mindset, the paradigm shift that I would love for all of us to have. Is this landing fully? Give me your emoji or yeses. This is landing fully to everyone. Thank you, my loves. Before we do the surrender declaration, I want to share something about whether I get it or not. I'm completely fulfilled and I have complete certainty that what is mine is mine. I wanna share about this. I wanna share a story about this. Because often we're like grippy. We're grippy on the fact that we want to get something, we want to get abundance, for example, from this specific client. But honestly, abundance can come to us in so many ways and forms. If it's not from that specific client, it will come from other ways and forms. You gotta let go. If it's not in alignment, then it's all right. You invite people to your party. And if they don't say yes to your party, you'll still host the party with lots of happiness in your heart, with lots of love in your heart. You show up fully to those who would say yes to your party. If they don't say yes to your offer, they don't see the value that you give, it's all right. It's perfectly all right. And I talk to myself, like really talk to myself. Like, it's all right. And then better things are coming, more aligned, more soul aligned clients are coming. And then it happens. Really. You gotta talk to yourself and affirm to yourself and believe this. For example, on buying a house and you want a home and you want to buy that specific house. Let's be abundant here and let's buy a house. And you put an offer on the house, and there are 5 other offers on that house, on that home, and you're praying that they choose you to get that house. But how do you know that that is really the perfect home for you? How do you know that moving into the house that you desire is not gonna destroy your life? Or maybe there's a mold there, there's some kind of health issue in that house, or an energy that maybe it's not the right vessel for your manifestation of your greatest self, for your greatest prosperity, for your greatest abundance. I mean, how do you really know? You gotta surrender. Just because you like it doesn't mean it's meant for you. You gotta differentiate the ego desire from the soul desire. That's why we get fooled. Some of us, I know, not just one, but 2, but 3 people in this space have been fooled or have been scammed before, including myself. But that desire is coming from ego desire, not the soul desire. And that's why we plug into highest consciousness to really determine what is ego desire and what is soul desire. And you got to release that to the divine. what is really truly meant for you is yours, if it is in alignment with your highest good and the highest good of all. So do everything that you can. If you want, like, to buy a home, of course you get the bank loans and everything, but when it comes to the final decision being made about whether this is for you or not, you must surrender completely and say to the creator, whether I get it or not, I'm completely fulfilled. I have complete certainty that what is mine is mine. So whenever a client will reach out to me, if it's yes, then of course, thank you, Lord. I have another beautiful soul to serve every single day of my life. I'm an anchor, I'm a guide to another beautiful high vibe being, and I'm so grateful. And if not, it's all right. Other soul line clients will come to my space. I know that by now, after doing this work for how many years now. But of course, I still get down, I still get depressed. But then now, the the comeback period is quicker. Like before, maybe I would be depressed for 1 month, 2 months. Now it's just maybe a day or a couple of days. Then I'll come back with full high vibe frequency. So yeah, that's something that I want to share with all of you. And I hope this is landing fully. I know we have a lot that we're discussing. Um, what's that? Where's my screen? Where's my screen? Uh-huh. There. Got it. Let me just share my screen. There. So I want us to actually tell the creator, can touch your heart, or one hand on your heart, the other one on your belly, or your hands open in receiving mudra. Can simply say, I surrender the future to you. I surrender the future of my relationships to you. I surrender the finding of my soulmate to you. I surrender my health to you. All of these solutions I put in your hands. The creator knows infinitely more than us. So you create space for the creator to do his job. And this, let's say this out loud, whether I get it or not, I'm completely fulfilled and I have complete certainty that what is mine is mine. Say it again, own it, let it land in your body. Whether I get it or not, I'm completely fulfilled and I have complete certainty that what is mine is mine. Again, this or something better, this or someone better, always this or something better. When it comes to the final manifestation of how it arrives, you must surrender. When it comes to the final decision being made about whether this is for you or not, you must surrender completely. And again, when you surrender, it doesn't mean you're being lazy, and it also does not mean apathy. You should not confuse surrender with apathy. In business, you must do everything in your power better than anyone and everyone else to make a great product or service and bring it out to the world. You cannot compromise on the quality, you cannot compromise on the packaging, you can compromise on what you want to give. And you should be so intense about your passion to create that. And if you force the results by trying to manipulate the sale of when or how, you are entering the world of chaos. So the key takeaway is work for it, expand your desire, dream big, and the expansion of your desire is also represented by giving value, working for it with your effort. Expand your vessel as much as you can. And when the moment comes, when the decision is no longer in your hands, you surrender to the Creator. When that moment comes and you start to have anxiety and stress about what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, if it's going to happen, you must surrender. And this is a dance. This is a dance. You surrender, you have certainty. You work for it, you move forward, you build the vessel, you do the marketing, whatever it is. But then the moment anxiety and stress arrive, you surrender. Because the moment you feel stress and anxiety, that means you've stepped into the boundary. So again, be present in the moment. Have certainty that you already have everything, and you will see yourself in your life unfold in miraculous ways. Do not step into the boundary, to the Creator's boundary, to the Creator's role. This is the dance. You expand, you surrender, you receive. So can you hold that? Can you hold space for those two types of consciousness? The expansion of your desire, represented by your work, your effort, your relentless script, the perfect whatever it is you want to do or share or receive. And when that moment comes, when the decision is no longer in your hands, you surrender. Can we hold space for these two types of consciousness? Please say yes in the chat or give me your emojis if you are willing to do that. Thank you, my loves. Yay! And then now we will be reciting some healing mantras and declarations, and know that as we speak these, I'm blessing you, I'm sending you healing light. I'm really here energetically holding space for you. You can just simply say yes to all of this as I recite. You listen to the sound of my voice. You can also speak them out loud if you can. And know that you're being held right here, right now. In this space, we have several energy healing masters, not just me. I'm not the only one here. So to those who are energy healers, I implore you, I request you to share your healing light to the group, to this intimate circle, and let us activate each other right now. Again, put your hand on your heart, or one hand on your heart, the other one on your belly. Breathe with me and say these out loud if you can, or just let them land inside you silently. Simply say yes. Either way, they are working for you. I'm the evidence of what I believe. I do not wait for the physical world to give permission to feel what my soul already knows. My desire is divine. My desire is the Creator calling me forward. I expand my desire and I surrender my control. I build a vessel with excellence and I release the outcome with peace, with ease, with grace, and with flow. Would you like this? Just say yes. Keep on breathing. Just keep on breathing slowly and deeply, fully and completely. Whether I get it or not, I'm completely fulfilled and I have complete certainty that what is mine is mine. I'm a circular vessel. I'm magnetic. I'm a giver and therefore a receiver. I see it because I believe it. I believe it because I know it. I know it because I am it. My blessings are already arranged, divinely orchestrated. My good is already prepared. My abundance is already in motion. They're all coming to me. All the blessings are coming to me right here, right now. What is mine will never miss me. Would you like this? Just say yes. I plant the seed. I water with faith. I trust the harvest. I'm open to receiving in ways I have not yet imagined. I release the when and the how. I hold the desire and the vision. I hold the desire and the vision. Let's continue. I'm done pouring into people who cannot receive me and the value that I give. I now call in clients who honor my value fully and joyfully. I'm magnetic to those who are ready for what I carry. My worth is not determined by who stays and who leaves. My worth is written in the soul the Creator gave me. Rejection does not diminish me. Rejection redirects me toward what is truly mine. I release every experience where I felt unseen, undervalued, or overlooked. It does not define me. It does not follow me. It is complete. I'm worthy of being chosen with full certainty, full joy, and full commitment. I do not chase what is not aligned with my highest good. What is meant for me comes toward with ease and grace and with flow. I'm no longer available for connections, clients, or relationships that require me to shrink. I expand, I receive, I flourish. My value is not a negotiation. My gifts are not a discount. My presence is a privilege, and I know this fully. I am certain of who I am. I'm certain of what I carry. I'm certain of what is coming towards me. Take a full breath in. It is all done. It is all mine. It is complete. It is fulfilled. So be it. And so it is. Would you like this? Just breathe and let the activation land fully and completely. Let us continue with some journal therapy prompts. While you're in this high vibe energy, you can take this home, let them work on you. And again, your journal therapy is one of the most powerful tools you have for anchoring tonight's transmission. So first, seeing before believing. Where in my life am I waiting to see it before I believe it? So starting tonight, I choose to feel the gratitude for what has always been coming through for me, and I choose to carry the knowing that more is already on its way. Yeah. I'll be sharing with you the gamma slides so that you can continue this exercise later. And we will be ending in a few minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So if you have any questions, you can ask me right here, right now. Wait, hold on. I'll be sharing the slides. Oh, I'm burping. I'm releasing a lot of stale stock energies and old programming. I am. Wait, hold on now. Super love the emojis in the chat. Maui Akshata, yes. I'll be sharing this. Hold on. Sharing. I'll also be sharing this in our group chat. There. Shared to the Zoom. Okay, so sample answer. I keep waiting for my bank account to rise before I let myself feel financially safe. But the truth is, every month I have been provided for. That is the truth. Remember our prayer, Our Father in Heaven. You can really understand the prayer. It says, "Give us today our daily bread." It's not give us the daily bread for the next 10 years. It's actually providing for you every single day. And that's the truth. Every month you've been provided for. I have evidence of divine support all around me, and I have been focusing on what is not yet here rather than what already is. So, starting tonight, I choose to feel gratitude for what has always been coming through for me, and I choose to carry the knowing that more is already on its way. Next, what is a desire I have been shrinking because it felt too big or too selfish? You can say, I want genuine wealth. I want to give generously without calculating. Oh my gosh. This is so big. A lot of us calculates, or when we receive a specific amount of money, you allocate, which is good, of course. We are sensible beings, but I honestly, when I don't have that much money, I give. When I'm not happy, when I'm sad, I make another person happy. That's how you that's how you receive what you want. You let it circulate, you give it generously. So I want a home that feels like a sanctuary, travel that feels expansive, a life that feels truly free. I've been calling this desire too much. Tonight, I'm claiming it as a creator's invitation to me. My desire is the creator calling me forward. My desire is my soul's mission. And the desire, if it's a soul desire, it is really truly meant for you and it will never pass you by. Remember that. Where am I micromanaging or trying to control how my manifestation arrives? I keep insisting it must come through one specific client, one specific platform, one specific timeline. But what if my abundance wants to come through a door I have not even considered before? Tonight, I release the how and trust the arrangement that is already in motion on my behalf. I have a lot of stories about this, but I've shared with you in the past master classes, and I will share again in the upcoming master class and in our one-on-one sessions. I always tell you how miraculous it is when we stop micromanaging and trying to control. And this is very important, living from certainty. What would I do differently today if I already had complete certainty that everything I desire is on its way? If anyone wants to share your thoughts, your insights in the chat or with me on our WhatsApp space, in our WhatsApp thread, feel free to share with me. During this call, after this call, I'm here. So what would I do differently today if I had complete certainty that everything I desire is on its way? I would show up to my work more joyfully and less desperately. I would be more generous. I would stop checking my phone every 5 minutes for validation. I would sleep better. I would be kinder to myself. Starting today, I choose to live as that version of me. Second to the last, think of a recent rejection or disappointment. What if it was not a no, but a redirection? What might the Creator be protecting you from? I want you to reflect on this. And what might be being prepared for you instead? What are you being prepared for? For example, when that client said no, I felt like my offer was not good enough. But looking back, the client was not actually aligned with the work I do at my deepest level. The right clients, the ones who are ready, who are committed, who honor what I offer, who appreciate the value that I give, they're still coming. That no was clearing the space for a yes that actually fits, that's actually more aligned. And I always ask you to do this. And if you have not yet done so, please do this. Write the letter from your future self. Your future self sends you a letter 6 months from now when everything you have been manifesting has arrived. Dear one, I want you to know that the days you kept going when nothing had shown up yet, those were the days everything was being arranged on your behalf. It arrived, all of it, through doors you never could have predicted. Trust the process, keep the desire, release the grip. It was always done, it was always yours. For me, I would always share about the story of the bamboo. When you plant the seed of the bamboo and then year 1, nothing is there. Year 2, nothing is there. Year 3, year 4, year 5, it shoots up to 90 feet, right? It's working behind the scenes. It's growing. Its roots it's really strengthening its roots. Yes, I'll give you a few minutes before we close. If you have questions, you can use also this time to share your insights, your key takeaways. This is a key takeaway that you have right now. And yeah, if you have questions, please do share with me your breakthroughs, the moments where the teaching becomes personal and the transmission becomes transformation. So please share with me the key takeaways or questions. Some of you don't like to share your ask questions because you're still processing, but if you can share your key takeaways from today, your insights. I'll be sharing the bamboo um the bamboo reel. This. If you're not seeing results yet, this is the story of the bamboo. You plant the bamboo seed, you nurture it. Year 1, nothing. Year 2, nothing. Year 3, nothing. Most people quit. Year 4, still nothing. But the farmers who understand the bamboo, they kept tending to it consistently, faithfully, never giving up. Year 5, the bamboo shoots up to 90 feet in just 6 weeks. In those 5 years, the bamboo was growing roots so deep, so strong, that nothing could stop it. This is your story too. You're healing and learning. You're building your foundations right now. Keep showing up. Keep believing in what's growing underneath. It's already happening. It's already yours. It's already done. You've got this. I'm going to be sharing that again to our WhatsApp group. So you will be inspired by that story. Keep showing up. So I want to ask your key takeaways from today. Questions. I'm also going to be sharing some questions that are commonly asked, frequently asked questions. By my clients, students. Akshata, yeah, I gotta keep creating, going, and the miracle is gonna happen. Yes. They're working behind the scenes. You just don't know, but it is. Really, I'm telling you. Let me know if you have questions. To those who got disconnected, here's the link again. To our slides. So one question that's always asked is, how do I hold certainty when my circumstances are really difficult right now? Certainty in a difficult season is one of the most powerful spiritual acts a person can do. Holding certainty does not mean denying that something is hard. You can acknowledge that something is painful, that something is not going the way you plan, and at the same time, hold the knowing that this season is not where your story ends. This is always what I tell myself. This is not how my story ends. This is not how my story ends. So hold that certainty. This is just a season. The Kabbalists teach that the greater the darkness, the greater the light that is being prepared to be revealed. A difficult season is very often the signal that something significant is being arranged just beyond what you can currently see. Your job is in the season is to keep the desire alive. Keep the vessel strong and trust that the Creator is working even in the silence. Everything you're going through is building the capacity in you to receive what is coming. Keep showing, keep believing. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot fly, you run. If you cannot run, you walk. If you cannot walk, you crawl. As long as you move forward. And what is the difference between surrender and giving up? Surrender is active trust, and giving up is passive resignation. So we don't want to give up. We want to surrender. We don't want to collapse. We want to be remaining still fully alive in your role as an active co-creator, building the vessel with excellence, doing the work, making that offer, showing up with everything you have, giving value over and over again. And you're simply placing the outcome in hands greater than your own. You have the relief, the lightness in that. You receive support as well from earth angels, from your guardian angels, from your spirit guides, and earth angels that come along your way, like me. You're receiving support from me as your mentor. This is surrender. There's a lightness in that. There's a light feeling. It's like exhaling. There's actual relief. But giving up is collapsing. When you're surrendering, you don't have that much anxiety. Ideas come, the right people appear, the work flows. That is surrender. And I keep going back and forth. Okay, I was talking to one of you about this, one of my private clients. I was talking about this certainty and doubt. Some days I feel it fully, and other days the doubt takes everything. It's something wrong with me. Again, nothing is wrong with you. Every single person on a spiritual path knows this stance. The goal of this work is not to eliminate doubt forever. The goal is to shorten the time between doubt and truth, between doubt and your return to the highest truth. To be aware, to notice a little faster when the thief of happiness, the thief of your desire has crept in and stolen the seed, and to replant a little more quickly each time. To shorten the time between doubt and your return to highest truth. Again, be patient with yourself in this process and self-awareness. is everything. Now, how do I handle rejection without losing my desire and my confidence? As I've mentioned before, rejection is one of the greatest thieves of desire. And often after rejection, we lose our desire. Often we don't feel good, we lose our desire. And this is exactly where spiritual work lives. This is where your spiritual mastery, emotional mastery comes alive. Rejection is not the final word. When someone cannot receive you fully, it does not mean you're not valuable. It means they're not in alignment with your vessel right now. Maybe not yet. Maybe they have their own journey. And this is something that I want to leave you with. You are not meant for every open hand. You are not meant for every open hand. When you're manifesting a relationship, especially when you're beautiful like me, like every one of us in the circle, you will attract not just the kings and the dukes and the princess, plural of prince. You will also attract the frogs. But you gotta know and understand you're not meant for every open hand. You're meant to flow toward those who are ready, who are aligned, who can truly hold what you carry. And every rejection is the Creator redirecting you. Every door that closes is protecting you from a path that was not yours. Your desire must stay alive through rejection. Your desire must expand through it all. Your vision must stay clear. What is your purpose? Stay there. That's why I always ask you, what is your big why? Because when the going gets tough, tough gets going. What is your big why? Why are you doing this? Why is everything? Why is all of this important to you? Your certainty must not waver based on who said no, who said yes. And the declaration that I wanna instill in us is, I'm done pouring into people who cannot receive me. I now call in clients to honor my value fully and joyfully. Say that and own it, and then keep going. And again, how do I stay detached from a specific outcome when I genuinely want that one particular thing? How do you detach? You focus on the feeling that you believe that the thing will give you. Honestly, you don't want that specific thing. You want the feeling behind it. You don't want that specific client. You want the freedom that comes from the abundance of having a high vibe client. You want the security, you want the love, you want the peace. You want the feeling of being chosen, of being abundant, being safe. So what is the feeling that you feel that that thing can give you? That is really what you want, not the specific thing. The feelings are actually what your soul is reaching for. So I want to ask you, what is something that you want? What is a feeling that you believe that specific thing that you're manifesting will give you? For me, it's freedom, security, love, peace. How about you? What is the feeling? Type in the chat. What is the feeling that you want? Or for example, you think about a specific thing that you want. For example, you want to graduate. Okay, why do you want to graduate from that course? What is that feeling giving? What is the feeling that that specific thing will give you? That is really what you want. I want you to share with me, what is the feeling when you zero in on the feeling? Those feelings are what your soul is really reaching for. And the Creator has infinite ways to deliver those feelings. So much better than what you could have ever imagined. For example, me, I wanted to migrate to Canada, for example, before. I wanted the feeling of freedom, and then the universe redirected me to Dubai, which I love because I would freeze to death in Canada. So what is the feeling? I was just looking for that feeling of being, to having a. I don't even know how I can build a business in Canada, but in Dubai it was so easy for me to maintain the business, to live there with the abundance that I'm manifesting through my business. And then I have the residency. I don't know how I would have ever done it in Canada. But then the universe redirected me to Dubai when I was also partners with Karma Yoga Dubai, with Illuminations, with Open Circle, Abu Dhabi. So focus on the feeling. And then the universe will deliver it to you in so many other ways and forms. There's so much more better than what you could have ever imagined. And when you expand your desire from the thing to the feeling it represents, you open up so many more channels for the universe to deliver through, to come through, to deliver to you all the desires that you want to manifest. You become available to the blessing that is actually meant for you rather than the one specific thing that you decided in advance that it must be yours based on your ego mind, perhaps. What arrives when you release the grip is so much more than what you have been holding on to. All right, so I have a gift for all of you. Before we close, I have something, a little gift from my heart to yours. But please share the feelings that you want to manifest. What feelings do you want to manifest? And I will bless them. I'll bless them for you. I'll bless the feeling that you were ingraining, installing in each and every cell of our body. And yeah, before we close, I want you to know that I have a gift for you from my heart to yours as a thank you for showing up to live tonight, for choosing your own growth. I'm going to be sending you a personal abundance activation voice transmission, and I listed down all the names who are present with us tonight, and I'm doing candle magic spell work for all of you. Thank you for showing up live tonight, for choosing your growth. I'm also going to be sending you a personal abundance activation. It can be WhatsApp text or voice transmission. I'm going to be recording it or sending it by text. I'm channeled specifically for you and for everyone who attended live. This is my prayer for you. This is my gift. Receive this. And yeah, just send the word believe. And I will give me some time and I will send them to you. Right? Just give me maybe 1 or 2 to 3 days. That's always my promise, that every time my private clients, my sisters would send me a win, a breakthrough, anything that you want to process. Not just the wins, even the pains, any doubts that you have. I always promise to transmute, to shift what needs to be activated and shifted, transformed. I always promise to amplify the blessings and the wins, and I will reply within 1 to 3 days. Mondays to Thursdays, Fridays to Sundays are weekends for me. I have updated my website. Fridays to Sundays, but I still show up live to our weekly Friday master classes. Our masterminds are weekly Friday, happening every Friday. We just graduated in the life coaching certification training program, so the next one is our Soulful CEO VIP mastermind, happening starting next month. So I'll let you know the final dates for that. And before we end with closing prayer, wait, hold on. You can message me believe and then I'll reply with my gift to you. And I wanna read the chat before that. The feeling of wish dream fulfilled. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, dear. Yeah, that's it, right? Kind of ingrained that in my body. The feeling of wish dream fulfilled. Love that. Maui says gratitude. Roshina says feeling of love, give and take. That's so good. Giving and receiving. Akshata, it was also helpful was listening to you while I was moving in my apartment. Oh, I'm so happy for you, my dear. Feeling blessed and grateful. So much love and gratitude towards you, Ate Aleli. Oh, the feeling of flow. Love that. That's so true. Flow, right? Ease, grace, and flow. Ease, grace, and flow. Ease, grace, and flow. Leanna says, got a download to do the letter from your future self, but through a video recording. And before that, I'll meditate and channel my future self. I'll also wear one of my best clothes. Want to share it in case it resonates here. The difference between surrender versus giving up is clear and helpful. Thank you, my dear. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I do have done writings I've shared with you. I do a lot of writings, spoken words, also voice recording, but I have never done a video recording, my love. Wow, that's so good. Let's do that. I super love, Leanna, how when we met, you have never done a front facing video speaking reel, and now you're doing this consistently every week. You show up. I'm just almost every day. I'm just grateful. I'm just really, really happy and honored to be there by your side as you shift and expand, release visibility, fears, and also show up fully, shine your light fully, keep on giving value. And I'm really grateful. Really grateful for you. Akshata says this is a cool idea. Harda, feeling hopeful and gratitude. Yeah. Hope, hope. All right, let's bless all of you here with that. Would you like to know what it is and how it truly feels like to have flow and ease and grace and gratitude and peace and abundance and clarity and love? Would you like to know and understand Creator's highest perspective, definition, and understanding of love, abundance, wealth, wisdom, beauty, ease, grace, and flow, miracles, synchronicities, health, happiness, harmony? Can we teach you how it is and how it truly feels like to be a wondrous vessel, expanding your heart and soul to receive the highest level of love and the greatest abundance? It is done. It is complete. It is fulfilled. So be it, and so it is. Oh. One mantra that I always want to say is I am my highest self. I am my highest self. I am my highest, fullest self. Thank you so much for all your sharings. How about the others? I super love these sharings. I'm just checking if I missed anything. Just checking. And I'll take a picture of myself. Smile. You can send me your emojis if you want. Oh yay, Shadow, I love. Oh yay, Aliyah. Love you. Smile. Oh, thank you, Sheena. Smile. One more. Oh! Hello, Mateo. One more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Yay! Sending you so much love and light. And oh, wait, we have a closing prayer pala. Before I forget, we have a closing prayer. Let us recite the closing prayer. Dear God, dear Creator, dear source of all that is good and true and beautiful. We bring you our desires. Take a mental note of your desire. Open up your heart fully. And think about, feel your desires. Thank you for this gathering tonight. Thank you for every single soul who chose to show up, to open, to receive. Choosing growth when life is busy and demanding is an act of faith in itself, and we honor that in every person here. Tonight, we bring you our desires, the big ones we have been holding quietly, the ones we were afraid to say out loud in case they did not come true. We bring them to you now, fully without shame, because you placed these desires in us. You gave us the hunger, and you would not give us the hunger without the capacity to be fed. We ask for the grace of certainty, the ability to know before we see, to believe before the evidence arrives, to carry the knowing in our hearts even when our hands are still empty. Release the how, we release the when, we release the need to control what only you can orchestrate. We surrender our timelines, our fixed ideas of how it must look, and we trust your arrangement completely. For every person here who has felt rejected, overlooked, or unseen, we release that now. We declare that their value was never in question, that their worth was never diminished, and that what is truly theirs is already on its way. Where there has been doubt, replace it with faith. Where there has been fear, replace it with love. Where there has been striving, grant us the grace of receiving. Where there has been rejection, grant us the clarity of redirection. May every seed planted tonight take root in good soil and produce fruit in its perfect season. May every declaration spoken tonight reverberate in the spirit long after this call ends. We believe that what is ours is already ours. We trust that what is for us will not miss us. We know that all things are working together for our good. It is done. It is all done. It is all mine. It is complete. It is fulfilled. So be it. And so it is. In gratitude, in faith, and in love. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you, my appreciation to Aleli and everyone here. I love you, Maui. Thank you, dear Aleli. Have a blessed week, beautiful souls. Aw, thank you. And we have next week, all of you are members of Empowered Women's Club, so we have every last Wednesday of the month, Goddess Oracle Guidance and Magnetizing Masterclass. We also have next Monday, Mindset, Manifestation, Magnetism, Mastery. So if you want to join our mastermind, it's happening every last Monday of the month. And also the Soulful CEO Manifesting Mastermind will be happening starting next month. But we have the year-long mastermind, which is the Mindset, Manifestation, Magnetism, Mastery. Then we have the Soulful CEO VIP Mastermind happening next month. If you want to join, let us connect. And I want you to know and understand that you have been doing the work, even in the days when you doubt yourself. Just keep on moving forward. Forgive yourself for, ego-based decision or hurts or procrastination or days when you're not as productive. Let's forgive ourselves. Let's give that compassion to ourselves. Also, when you question yourself, you have still shown up. You're here. You're showing up, and that matters more than you could ever know. And keep on planting the seeds. Know that the seeds are always growing, and the blessings are already there, divinely orchestrated. All you have to do is to decide based on your highest, fullest self, and to take those inspired action steps and to keep on giving value and allowing yourself to receive value. And your only work tonight is to expand your desire, surrender the how, keep on watering, keep on planting the seed. And when the thief of doubt appears, just always recalibrate. And I'm here giving you positive reinforcements every step of the way. I'm your anchor, I'm your guide, I'm your mentor. And just meet yourself with gentleness and compassion and just keep on replanting, recalibrating, self-regulating. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for bringing your heart, your energy into the sacred space. Go rest, go allow yourself to receive, and go trust. Keep on trusting yourself, keep on trusting the journey, keep on trusting the present moment, keep on trusting the process. Thank you, Rashina. Thank you, Hardev. Thank you, Shata. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Aliyah. Thank you, Leanna. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Maui. Thank you to everyone who has joined us and got disconnected. And to those who will be watching this on replay, allow me to just bless you. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon soften your story by night. May the rain wash away all your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. And may you walk gently to the earth and know its beauty all the days of your life. Let's bring our hands together in prayer and recite the 5 Reiki principles, or you may just simply say yes after me. Just for today, I'm at peace. I trust. I'm grateful. I work joyfully. I'm love. And with a smile on your faces, let's slowly and gently open our eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. Akshata says, big hug to you, lots of love to all. Have fun. Sheena says, lots of love and light. Aliyah says, thank you. Good night, beautiful ladies. My appreciation to